A very basic, very, very simple idea that life is school. We all go through it. And experience is the greatest teacher. So the question is really, what have we learned? What do we learn? And how do we learn? And what are the lessons that we take from experience? And of course, this experience is different from person to person. Even though we share the same basic human experience. Which is really interesting. I guess somehow it points us already to the understanding of what those lessons are, what we are here to learn. Because we all do experience, we human beings. And experience being a teacher, life being a school, life being the experience. So I like to look at the idea of life being a movie, and we're all actors on this stage of life. Absolutely. To be or not to be definitely is a question. But the deep question is, what do we learn? How do we learn? And what does it all mean? And I really would just put that idea out there, a very basic idea. And I would like to create a school. It's a model of a school where people come together to really explore that, to talk about that. And where we come up with a lesson plan, a very natural lesson plan, with exercises and with different experiences and different study groups and workshops and seminars to help others to practice in that, to practice to express themselves first of all. I've come to find, and that's what I basically do here, is to express myself, put myself out there, what I have learned. Because basically when you do that, when you put yourself out there, like when you use a voice recorder, I've showed that in one of my previous recordings, the importance of that. That's really how I learned. If you do that, you become aware of yourself. Because you hear yourself, you hear what you say as you not only record yourself, then you listen to yourself. It's an amazing experience, And that's really the power of what you see behind you, the power of the mirror. The man in the mirror. And we all look at our image in the mirror. Interesting if you can do that. If you have a camera, plug it into your TV where you can see yourself, and then have a mirror also, and look at yourself in the mirror, and then turn around and look at yourself on TV. It's a very different experience. Very, very different experience. And again, that's what it's all about, experience. We all do it. We all do it. We all experience. But there are many kinds. There are many different kinds. And yes, depending on our unique upbringing and what we went through in our path, of which we all share one, or have one rather, a past, which has led us through the experience where we are today. And then who you are is a result of what you have learned, what you have experienced on a personal, emotional, spiritual, mental, intellectual level. Did I say emotional? We're all emotional beings. And this is how we learn. As babies, as we grow up in this world and our eyes are open and we see the world around us, and then we have all these questions and we want to experience, but we're not really allowed to experience. And so we definitely become repressed, and our attention becomes refocused. We stop thinking for ourselves, stop really experiencing, stop naturally growing. As we become part of the system, and our minds, our spirits become regulated and controlled. And the authority, outside authority, the power of the external, also the idea that God then is outside, and then love becomes something that is conditional, so we look for that. It's the same with happiness. And again, that's where the illusion begins. We can remember. You can remember. You can help each other, definitely. All it takes is, as I said in one of my recordings, that's really the key, is a practice. It's all a matter of practice. And there are different elements of that, and different ways of how to go about that, and how to learn, and that's different from person to person. And if you're interested in that, I would love to explore that possibility with you further, what it takes in order for you to get more out of that experience. Thank you. We all do it. The question is how, and what have we learned?